This week on the Big Thunder podcast, Universal was determined to win Halloween, and we got a sneak peek at what it will look like when the monsters are unchained.
Plus, somewhere in Disney World, it's beginning to smell a lot like Christmas. All that and much, much more. Buckle up.
And here's your hosts, Bo and Abby.
If you're new to the Roundup, this is where we take a look at the biggest news out of Disney and Universal. It's less breaking news and more, hey, did you hear about this? So, did you hear about the video that Universal released showing its new animatronic monsters?
I don't think I knew it was a video. I think I saw scary monsters.
Yeah.
They looked scarier than I was expecting them to, but I didn't know they were animatronics.
Yeah, we got a first look at the animatronics that will be used for the Monsters Unchained ride at Epic Universe. That's the kind of signature ride, the marquee ride out of Dark Universe. Let's watch it right now.
Let's.
I am Dr. Victoria Frankenstein. Together, we will finish what my great-grandfather started. Show them.
Monsters Unchained has the most technologically advanced animated figures that have ever been built in the attraction.
These are monsters for the next generation of fans. We wanted to make sure that we kept everything that was familiar, kept everything that was the essence of these monsters. But we wanted to take it to another level. These monsters are scary.
These animated figures are moving faster than any figures we have built, and we have so many of them. We have 14 animated figures across this ride floor.
And they are visceral, they are powerful, they are intense, and from a technical standpoint, they exceed beyond everyone's wildest expectations for what an animated figure can do.
I loved watching your face during that.
Why?
What do you think?
It looks scary.
Yeah, they look so cool. There's 14 of them.
Are they all in one ride?
Yeah, I assume so. Because I don't think there's animatronics, anything else. There's the werewolf ride, and there's various like restaurants around, but I think all these animatronics are for that one ride. Fun fact about Frankenstein: 9 feet tall, 800 pounds. That Wolfman that was lunging, that's going to be inches away from you as you go through that ride. I am pumped. It's going to be so cool.
I'm going to cry.
I'm going to cry out of joy.
Yeah.
Happy tears for that one. Speaking of scary stuff at Universal, did you hear what they're doing in Vegas?
No.
Set to open in 2025, Universal Horror Unleashed.
Oh, yes. This is just old news.
Old news, new news,
Old
new
news,
details.
yeah.
Okay. It's going to essentially be a year-round Halloween Horror Nights.
In Vegas.
Featuring haunted houses based on Universal monsters, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Exorcist Believer, which is the most recent Exorcist movie, and then Scarecrow the Reaping, which I think is an original house. Surrounding the houses are 4 sinister-themed and immersive areas, so like scare zones, featuring unique live entertainment experiences. In select locations, guests can enjoy eerie eateries and bars featuring horror-centric food and drink offerings. The venue also features Jack the Clown. As you know, he may be the most iconic Halloween Horror Nights character.
And where at in Vegas is it?
Area 15? I don't know.
Somewhere on the Strip?
I've been to Vegas once and I was not a fan.
Is it like the Strip or like just an adjacent road?
Let's find out. Area 15 is an immersive entertainment district located a few minutes from the Strip.
Okay.
So that's where you'll be able to find this Universal attraction.
And it starts when?
Next year.
Yeah, when next year? Spring?
Next year.
Oh, no date.
I would imagine if I had to guess, I'd say it'll be after Epic opens, because you'd think that would be where they'd want to focus their attention.
I don't know. It seems like Universal is kind of unstoppable right now. They're just doing everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah, and this will ebb and flow. Like once all Universal unleashes all their stuff, eventually Disney will come around and they'll have all their cool things opening. It's just right now it's Universal's time. And right now they are crushing it. It's an exciting time to be a Universal fan.
Yeah.
That being said, Disney is also doing some cool things right now.
Cool.
Did you hear about what's going on in Communicore Hall during Festival of the Holidays?
No.
Okay. Well, not only is there going to be an 8-foot tall gingerbread spaceship Earth that you can buy triangles of, and a decorating kit.
I love that.
They're also...
Wait, 8 foot tall is not that tall, though. But I guess
It's taller than me.
you only have the ceiling to deal with.
They're also having several booths. But inside Communicore Hall. Maybe the most exciting one is Festive Fragrances presented by Scentsy, which will allow visitors to stroll through a snow globe garden inspired by Scentsy's seasonal aromas.
What a delight.
Sounds, yeah. Who wouldn't love to sniff up Communicore Hall through the holidays? I love one of those cinnamon pine cones. Nothing to me smells more Christmassy than a cinnamon pine cone.
So it's inside Communicore Hall?
Yeah. It's one of a couple different things going on in Communicore Hall. Now, who in Josh Tomorrow's family is a Scentsy rep?
His wife.
It has to be.
His daughter-in-law.
Somebody
very close to him. Yeah.
But if people want to go smell Communicore Hall or check out Epic Universe or the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party that we're going to talk more about here in a moment, or experience any other magical or Disney fun time, they should contact
Minnie Vacay.
Here on Big Thunder Podcast, we like to keep things as real and authentic as possible. And one hard truth is that for as amazing and magical as a trip to Disney or Universal can be, planning one can be a little intimidating and sometimes even frustrating. What are the best parks for my family? What are the best places to stay for my budget? Do I really need to wake up at 4 a.m. 2 months before my trip to book dinner reservations? It can definitely be a lot. But that's where Minnie Vacay can help you. We are certified Disney and Universal travel planners who specialize in taking the hard stuff off of your plate. We love waking up at 4 a.m. for Disney stuff. And not only are our services completely free to you, but when you book a vacation package with us, we'll send you a $25 gift card. Minnie Vacay is a part of Gateway to Magic Travel, an authorized Disney vacation planner and Disney earmarked agency. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook and Instagram to get the ball rolling on your next magical adventure, or you can also see all of our information at minnievacay.com.
Okay, so we went to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party a few years ago.
Last year.
Was it last year?
It was not. It was 2 years ago. You're right. Last year was Jollywood.
That's
Sorry.
right.
Time.
So what was your experience, and would you go again?
Would I go again? Yes. Our experience was a rookie mistake, but also we had the time that we had, and so we made it work. So we went to a Very Merry Christmas Party the day we flew in.
It was the opening day.
It was opening day. It was the first party, and it was the day we flew in. So it was a very long day because we were up at like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then by the time it hit like 10 p.m., we were like...
We'd crashed.
We were really crashing. And the next day, I had to be up quite early for training because we went for work. And so it was an amazing time because it was lower crowds. It was fully decorated. There was Snope. There were free cookies. There was free hot cocoa. And it was lovely to like walk around and just like hop on some rides. Like we were only there maybe 3 hours. Mm-hmm. I would say 4 at max.
Yeah.
And we did...
Cookie stroll.
We did the cookie stroll. We did Pirates. We did...
It was our first time riding Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain. It was my first time doing Peter Pan.
It's a Small World.
That wasn't my first time.
Well, it was my first time on It's a Small World. First and last.
There was... Or maybe it was. I don't know.
No, it was because Liz was like, how can you be a Disney fan and not have ridden It's a Small World? That's the whole reason we went on it.
That's true.
Liz insisted.
Yeah. So by the time I got to like the actual like parade, the stage shows, the fireworks, we missed all of it.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that you typically would pay extra money to go see, we didn't actually see any of it.
Yeah.
So I would like to go out and see them in person.
Yeah. For those unaware, Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party is a separately ticketed event that runs select nights from November 8th to December 20th. Mm-hmm. The closer it gets to Christmas, the more expensive the ticket is.
Yes.
And as of recording, 7 of the 25 dates have sold out.
Wow.
And by comparison, Jollywood Nights has yet to sell out any of their 13 evenings.
Poor Jollywood. Jollywood had a rough go of it, but can you imagine, like, the crowd levels this year are going to be insanely low.
Yeah. Yeah, because no one's buying them. So if you have a ticket, You're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
You get to knock out like everything.
Yeah. It's so fun. I love parties.
Yeah.
I love parties just for the like VIP feel, the exclusivity of it.
Yeah. Well, and it's cool. So Jollywood is something like $40 cheaper. And yes, it's a shorter period, but because there's so few people going, you're going to be able to do everything.
Yeah. Well, and last year when we went to Jollywood, it basically felt like we were alone in Batu. We like walked on Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance.
There's
a
Rise of the Resistance. I think I always say Rise of Resistance.
We always just call it Rise.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we got to like walk onto it, and that's crazy.
Yeah. And you get to if it's something you're interested in, you can you get there for Fantasmic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But don't, because instead of going to Fantasmic, we went and rode rides.
Yeah. It's
we did
everybody's
Rise,
got their favorite things.
I know. We did Rise and Slinky Dog.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Before the party even started.
Yeah. So coming up in November on the Big Thunder podcast next week, I think we're going to have the first reactions from the first night of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Depending on when we record, we might also have Jollywood reactions, but I don't know. It just depends. I don't know if we'll have Jollywood in time. And then I think what we'll do is for the game next week, what I want to do is I want to compare holidays at the parks, including, I don't know if it's going to be Universal versus Disney, or if we'll do Universal versus Magic Kingdom versus Epcot, stuff like that. We're just going to compare the holidays, who does what, and maybe see which one does it best.
Okay.
Okay. Then after that, the following week, that's going to be my birthday episode. So what are we going to do? Probably Star Wars.
Okay.
And then after that, this is going to be our Thanksgiving episode. So, I don't know, maybe we'll talk about things we're thankful for at the Disney parks or something like that. Something uplifting. That's the November schedule.
Thanks for watching. If you're like us and you love Disney and Universal, make sure to check out the Big Thunder podcast, the wildest podcast in the wilderness.
There's new episodes every week, and we're always playing fun but ultimately stupid games.
We'll see you next time.
And enjoy the ride.